I'm Amy Cherry. A Flagler County first in state politics, Ben Smith reports.
Republican Representative Paul Renner has called Palm Coast home for less than 3 years, but that's been long enough for his GOP colleagues in Tallahassee to develop significant support for him. On Friday, Renner was elected to serve as Speaker of the Florida House of Representatives for the 2022-2024 session. It marks the first time a Flagler County politician has held the role. The appointment is contingent on Renner winning his next 2 elections and on the Republicans maintaining a majority in the chamber. Renner first won his House seat in 2015 in a special election, then won re-election. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Ben Smith.
This portion of WNZF Local News, a service of the Daytona Beach International Airport. Fly to the Big Apple in a New York minute on JetBlue from the Daytona Beach International Airport.
It was a deadly weekend on Flagler County's roadways. A man is dead after he lost control of his motorcycle outside Bunnell Saturday night. He was heading south on State Road 11 when he lost control on a curve, struck a guardrail, and fell off the motorcycle near County Road 135 South. Troopers say the driver was wearing a helmet but died at the scene. A passenger, Leslie Ramos of Titusville, who also fell off the bike, was listed in critical condition. The man's death was the third fatal crash in 24 hours in Flagler County. A Palm Coast man was killed after witnesses say a woman ran a red light, causing a T-bone crash at Belterre Parkway and Central Avenue just as storms rolled through the area Saturday afternoon. The man, who hasn't been identified, was pronounced dead at the scene. Friday night, a homeless man, too, was killed while trying to run across I-95. 49-year-old Douglas Reynolds was struck by a teenage driver while crossing the major highway near Palm Coast Parkway just before midnight. 2 arrests are made in connection with separate domestic violence cases just 1 day after the Sheriff's Summit. Sheriff's deputies arrested Joshua Keys of Palm Coast after he allegedly choked his girlfriend while she was asleep and slammed her head onto the floor, holding her against her will. A family member chased Keys down, following him until deputies arrived and handcuffed him. He's facing charges of burglary with battery, kidnapping, and dating violence. Separately, Jimmy Quintero of Palm Coast was also arrested in connection with a domestic-related stabbing, except Quintero was the one who actually ended up getting stabbed by his 14-year-old son, who says he was just trying to save his mother from an attack by Quintero. He was charged with domestic violence on his wife. Sheriff Staley says the arrests illustrate just how bad Flagler County's problem is, and he says we need a community-driven solution. Celebrate Independence Day a day early. Mary Rose Hamilton tells us what you need to know.
The City of Palm Coast fireworks celebration tonight at Central Park and Town Center. The fireworks in the park display will begin at 9 p.m. Now, everyone is invited to come to Central Park before the fireworks for an all-American picnic. The city is providing the event in partnership with the Flagler Education Foundation. Beginning at 5 p.m., there will be family fun and games, music, and a cookout with a variety of food vendors and food trucks. Independence Day ceremony will be held tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. at Heroes Park. Guest speakers will be Randall Morris, president of the Flagler chapter of the Sons of American Revolution, and Palm Coast Mayor Melissa Holland. The Palm Coast Community Band will perform the Star-Spangled Banner, God Bless America, Stars and Stripes Forever, and American Anthem. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Mary Rose Hamilton.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Amy Cherry.